Look, let's be completely real for a second. I am not some master editor with a $10,000 studio. I'm just a middle-class editor trying to help future pro editors like you. Anyway, today I'm giving you the exact tips on how to go from using mobile apps to actually knowing how to edit on After Effects. So once you've opened a new project, you see something like this. In the middle, click on the New Composition button. This is where you put in what ratio or length you want the edit to be. I'll explain what each thing is over here. You see, composition name is not necessary, it's just a name you know. Leave the preset panel as custom. Now the width and height. If you want your edit to be in 3:4 ratio, the best settings for these are width, 1080, and height, 1440. If you want it in 16:9 ratio, let's say, the best settings are width, 1920, and height, 1080. But for now, let's keep it in 1:1 ratio. So I'll just do 1080, 1080. Next, keep the frame rate the same as the frame rate of your scene pack. But if you don't know, the safe point is to just keep it as 23.976. Next, fix the duration you want the edit to be. Make the duration according to your liking. But I suggest keep the duration same as your scene pack so you can arrange clips easily. And of course, you can change this length later on too. For now, I'll just do 2 minutes. All right, now this is the real interface. You see on the left, there is this panel. This is where you add clips/scene packs. Hover over to the panel and right-click, click Import, and then click File. Now add your scene pack from here. Once you add the scene pack, you see in the middle it's very zoomed in. What you want to do is hover to the magnification ratio pop-up, which is if you want to zoom in or zoom out the composition. Click it and make it to 12.5. Now hold a dot on the scene pack and hold Shift, then zoom out like this. Holding Shift is very important because then it will just make your scene pack look like it came from a trash can. Now that your scene pack is where you want it to be, hold the scene pack from the middle and put the camera where the character is so that the character stays in the middle of every clip. Keeping the character in the middle makes the edit look better. Now click the magnification ratio pop-up and click the best one that fits the composition. For me, over here, it's 33.3%. Now that your character is in the middle, we need to mark beats, so add your song in now. And don't ask me how to do that. You should test yourself now and add the song yourself. I'm not going to add a song here because of copyright reasons, but to mark beats, you need to use this little icon at the middle, right? Whenever your song has a beat drop, you need to mark this beat. Once you have marked all the beats, you need to cut your clips according to the beats. So put your little arrow thingy where the beats are and click Ctrl+Shift+C. This will cut the clip. Now cut everywhere your beats are. Make sure to put your character in the middle for every one of your clips. Now once your beats are done, I want you to hold this little icon and drag it behind till you reach your last clip, because that's the duration of the edit. By the way, if you make a mistake, you can click Ctrl+Z and it will go back to normal. Also, make sure to mute the audio of your scene pack by clicking this little volume button here. And if your PC starts lagging, what you want to do is go to this resolution button and click it, then click quarter, so that you can edit easily. But make sure to not export it on quarter, you need to export it on full to ensure 4K resolution. You put the edit on quarter and you see your quality suddenly becomes shit. Don't worry, keep editing, and at the end change the resolution to full and export it. Now that you've done and learned all of this, let's show you the panels on the right. The most important panel here is your effects and presets panel. You see, you can add effects from here because there is a really big variety that After Effects gives you. For presets, you can check out my shop that I've made. Over here, I've made CCS, text, project files, and I can make a fully customizable edit for you, and it's very cheap. But once you buy them, you need to have installed plugins. But I'm not going to tell you about plugins in this tutorial. I'll make a video about plugins once I get 500 likes on this video. Do check out my shop and Discord server. Both will be in the description. Anyway, let's get back to the video. What was I saying? Oh yeah, effects and presets panel. I'll tell you about the effects in a bit. Let's get to presets. So let's say you find a preset that you like, you download it, but then you search and you don't find it in the panel. This is because there is a way to install this preset. Once you've downloaded the preset, open your File Explorer. Go to Downloads and copy the preset. Once you've copied the preset, open Documents folder, click Adobe. Click the folder with your After Effects. For me, it is After Effects 2023. Go to User Presets and paste your preset in the folder User Preset. Now go back to After Effects, click on the Effects and Presets panel, and then click on the 3 lines you see. Then you want to click on the option saying Refresh List. After the list is refreshed, you should see the preset in the panel. If you see it, drag it onto your clip. Now if you don't see it, that's maybe because your After Effects is old, and that preset was made on a newer After Effects. If you see it and it doesn't work, that's because you need plugins that aren't installed. Like I said, if this video gets 500 likes, I will make a tutorial on plugins. Now that the presets are done, most of the effects come from plugins. So now you've understood most of the After Effects. But let's say you have plugins. Now there are different ways you need to apply presets to clips. For CC, color correction, you need to create an adjustment layer. To do that, you need to click the layer panel at the top, click New, and click Adjustment Layer, or you can just click Ctrl plus Alt plus Y. And then you need to drag the CC onto the adjustment layer. For shakes, go to the clip and put your arrow thingy at the start of every clip, then drag the shake from the Effects and Presets panel onto the clip. For zooms, the same as shake. For Twixtor, you need to pre-compose each layer by right-clicking onto the clip and click Pre-compose. Check the second option and tick the box, then click Pre-compose. After it is pre-composed, you need to add the Twixtor by staying at the start of the clip. For RSMB, you need to make an adjustment layer and do the same as CC, but all of this are if plugins are installed. Now that you've understood how the presets and everything works, let's move on to Tracker. Tracker is mostly face tracking, but you can track an object too. For now, I'm doing face tracking. Click on your clip and click Track Motion. Now a new layer will be formed. Now hold the tracker point 1 and put it where you want it to track. Now make it bigger so that it fits the object/person/face. Now go back to Tracker and click the arrow in Analyze so that it can track the full clip. After you think everything is good, click Apply. Now that you've understood tracking as well, let me tell you about text. Click the T sign at the top in the row and then click onto your composition and add your text. I'm just going to add Phantom 7 AEP here. Now that the text is added, you can adjust the scale of it by clicking S on your keyboard and adjusting the scale. Now go back to the panels on the right and click the panel that says Align. Align the text by clicking the second option and second last option. You can align it to your liking by seeing what the other options do too. Right now, the text will look chopped, but you can add Deep Glow from the Effects and Presets panel. By the way, Deep Glow is a plugin. Now that you've added Deep Glow, you can follow my settings. After following these, add Drop Shadow to make the text look better, and follow my Drop Shadow settings too. Now that you've understood how text works, you've pretty much understood 70% of After Effects. If you work too hard on something and you need it saved, what you need to do is hold Control and click all of the things in the panel on the left, the Effects panel, and then click on Animation at the top and click Save Animation Preset and name it. This is also how you create presets. Now that you've understood mostly everything, you can make edits. Once you've made your edit, do not forget to make the resolution back to full. Here's how to export them. Click on Composition at the top and then click Add to Render Queue. I'll make a tutorial on the best render settings if this video reaches 500 likes. Click on Not Yet Specified and then name it. This name will be your edit's name. You could name it My First After Effects Edit, then click Render and wait for it to render. Now that you've understood After Effects fully, I deserve a like and subscribe, so I want you to do that. Also comment what you didn't understand. Go check out my shop, and if you want to personally text me, send me a request on Discord. Phantom7AEP. Thanks so much for watching. Hope this helped. Bye-bye.